Hello there, it's Azukio. So my latest tutorial was pretty long, so I decided to do a shorter version, so we'll get into it right now. So to begin, it wasn't Clip Studio Paint basis, so we're gonna learn the basis right now and in a fast way. So to start, how to create a layer, you can File, New, and you choose your setting. You have different kind of setting. You can create an animation, a comic. There's two kind of comic actually. I rather use this one. And this illustration where you can change the white, the left. You can invert it. You can change if there's custom setting. There's preset here. You can choose gray, monochrome, or if it has colors, you can use templates. If you don't want, then you cancel. You can choose the paper color, everything. You click OK, and you have your layer. So we have the basic tool. Here's the toolbar. So I decided to be here. I think it's on the right, obviously. Originally, I mean. So you can move some of your window by clicking, right-clicking and dragging them where you want them to be. You can zoom in, zoom out with this tool, but you can also use your mouse to do it without having the tool. The hand can move like this. The window. You can just click on the navigator. You have the rotation tool, so you can also use it here. By rotating or directly dragging this. You can reset it, flip it on both ways. You can zoom in, zoom out, flip, navigator, etc. You have those are operation. All of these are not originally here. I added them by downloading brush and Clip Studio assets. Like this brush, right here. Right now it's kinda laggy. See, I'm doing this with my mouse because it seems like not to work when I go into the thing. I'm gonna create a new layer. Maybe it's just a glitch. Yeah, it was not a glitch apparently. I just can't use my stylus. So you have the move layer thing. If you draw this, you have the move layer thing here. You can move tone pattern, move grid. If there is no grid, that's not necessary. You have the selection tool. I forgot my stylus doesn't work. So, selection tool can. I'm still on move grid. You have to think that this is here on this when you use the selection tool. So you can move the selection, but it's not moving the actual drawing. So I'm gonna do a new one. Here you see, I use my selection tool. I can move it. But also I can take half of it, move it away. I can deselect, crop it. I can invert the selected area. I can expand the selected area by clicking here, changing my thing. Same on shrinking the area. I can delete it. I can delete outside selection. I can cut and paste. I never use cut and paste, it's kind of useless, you just have to drag it actually. I can copy and paste. I can scale rotate. Or if I want to rotate thing, make it larger. I can fill it with black. I can create a tone. If I want this tone to be like 70. Boom, I have a tone. Everything was like this. So basically the selection tool is really useful. You have the polyline, you have the ellipse, you have the rectangle. You have the selection tool pen. the selection pane like here. So erase selection when you want to erase a part of the selection. So shrink selection. This is a tool to the eyedropper, I mean. So you can choose a color like I do purple. I do purple here. Larger one. I can do green here. And just by right clicking I can choose this color. As you can see, I'm not necessarily going to. I can pick up a color from a layer. As you can see, same. So this is a game of pencil. You saw me using them already. There's a ton of it. You can download some of them actually. You have like these things. You have a lot of them. I'm not gonna show them all. I'm trying to be fast like them. Same. This is auto select tool. You might know it a lot. It's really useful for selecting the part of your drawing. Eraser. So the eraser is pretty useful too. You have the soft, neat, rough, vector. The vector eraser is very useful when you use a vector layer that is here. So I'm using black. I'm doing like this. Here you can see. I'm using the vector eraser, and here I can erase only the parts that I'm not interested in. As you can see, it's really useful. So yeah, a vector layer are very useful. The spray, that's still brush, like you can use them like this. So classic again. Let's see. Blend tool, very useful for blending things together. It's not working a lot right now because there's a lot of things and it's blending a lot of things together. So it's not really good to use like this. So what I'm gonna do, I know what's not working because it's a vector layer also. So if I blend this together, as you can see, it's blend. So it worked better. You have the blur, the blend. This was the finger tree, by the way. I messed up. And you have the copy stamp right here. So you press Alt, and you can choose a thing that you will copy. So it worked quite well. The bucket. It's kinda well known now. I can do Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, Control Z to use to go back, but I can also use. Where is it? Never mind, I forgot to use Control Z. It's better. You have the gradient. You have different set of gradient. You have shadows, light shadows, or normal paint. You have this set of subtool that is quite useful for manga actually. If you want to do that kind of thing, or the searching, you know, when you have a chat, it's really useful. You have the manga frame like this. You can create manga page like that. You can divide the frame border. You have the ruler that's very useful. Imagine you want to perspective ruler. The perspective ruler is for perspective. I guess you got it. And next up, it's here. Yeah, it's not working quite for some reason. I'm gonna do a new layer. So I'm going to do a ruler. Yeah, up this time it's gonna work. Yeah, it's working now. You see, it's following always the same point. So yeah, right now I'm doing this with my mouse because my stylus seems to have the glitch where it doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna correct that soon. But yeah, you saw the ruler. So you also have the text. In classic, you can choose the font, etc. I'm gonna go into details. Balloon, it's classic. Oh, not fast to use. You can use them easily. You see. And then there's a control point, so it's really useful for vector layer. Like this flash is a vector layer actually, and you can modify it like this with the control point. You can also correct the line, correct vector line, line width, for example. I'm gonna use a vector layer for this one. So I do this. I can correct it with the line width thing, like this. Or I can thinner it. I can scale it. Fix it. You can see. So yeah, it's classic. I can redraw back the line. This one I don't really use. Remove dust, same, I don't really use them. You have the filter layer, so filter is quite useful. Look, I'm gonna merge visible layer. And I'm gonna do filter. I'm gonna do an effect like distort, twirl, for example, and it twirl all the things together. It looks like an abstract art right now. So yeah, basically you got the idea. Clip Studio is quite useful to use. Like you have the layer color, you can choose the layer color. Like I'm doing green right now, and here I'm doing black. I can use tone, so it's gonna do outcome for everything. See? Same goes for the border effects. If you have border, you can do this. I'm gonna do a black background. And you see I have a border. I can choose the thickness of the edges. One layer. And do the thickness of the edge. You see it's smooth. It's gonna always do a thing like that. You can see. There's always this edge appearing as long as it's on. And once this is done, you have like you can choose a window, you can choose your workspace. There's a default workspace, canvas. You can choose what you want to appear. So I'll let you discover that. It's quite the best way to learn this software is actually using it and discover things by yourself. Trying to click on some things or testing things like the anti-aliasing, stabilization. Stabilization is quite useful if you want to pen to go like really smoothly. Like imagine I want to do a circle. Like it's not working quite right now. Stabilization because I have my mouse and I'm not using my stylus. But when I have the stylus, it's gonna do like a really soft thing with no nothing like, you know, this bit of blur. I don't know what it's doing it. But yeah, you got the idea. So yeah, this was the idea for this. So if you want to save your Clip Studio project, you can find, you can save as. You can save at Clip Studio on BMP, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, Targa, Photoshop big document. Anyway, you can click and you just have to save and it's done. Once it's done, you can just go, it's done. So yeah, this was a quick tutorial. I wanted to be as fast as possible because my latest tutorial was more than 1 hour long and did the drawing at the same time, so it was really long. So I wanted to be fast on that one. I hope it helped. You have more to discover, like this layer thing. You can modify the layer directly. Those are things I didn't quite discover yet, so I'm not gonna go into details into it. But you have the idea. I hope it helped. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. See you.